Not be suitable for children under 13 years of age. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Patriot Prime here once again with my special guest, the one, the only, it's Kato. We're in a Mortal Kombat shirt. Awesome.
Yeah, I've got to get another. I may not have one in time for TFcon, but I've got to get another branded shirt. The last time I ordered from Teespring, you see where your TFcon Baltimore is?
Yeah.
You know, when you go on Teespring and you put the logo on, you do all that stuff, right? I did all that, got the shirt in, and the damn logo is like below my boob.
Yeah, I played around. I don't like exactly where it's at, but it's too late to order another one now. I mean, it'll work.
No, that works.
I don't know if
works.
You can see, but I got the Toyhax logo on the back of my hoo-ah there.
Oh, nice.
But I forgot to put the big Patriot Prime salute face on the back.
Oh, man.
I was like, shit.
The very first shirt I ordered from them, I tried to do something slick and put a QR code on the back of the T-shirt. And because I figured, if I'm at a con and somebody's behind me, they might get curious. Yeah, don't waste your time with that shit. By the first time you wash it, it's nothing.
Nice. There was one. They sent me one. It was a lighter. Oh, there's Elites with a super chat already.
Already on it.
Already. You always count on Elites. Thank you. We are so ready for TFcon, brother. Let's see. What shall we give Elite? Starting things off. Let's do.
Hello, everyone.
Let's give him a sound wave.
Ravage, eject.
Man, that's one of the funniest ones. I love Bert, but that's one of the funniest ones because I went down the rabbit hole on YouTube of watching all those damn robot videos. And there's a lot of them where they dub them over, where they're pushing them, or they're acting.
Oh, and they're beating on them.
Hilarious.
Have you seen the one where they tweak it, where the people are just beating on the robot, and the robot finally gets pissed, and he takes like the 2x4 from him, starts beating them down back? I love it.
Yeah, I just love the one where they're acting like they're klutzes. They're stumbling all over the place. You hear them going, fight. It just makes me laugh. Anyway, that's how the world's going to end. That's how.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
that or something. It's all coming to a close anyway. I figure we maybe got 10 years. Hey, everybody.
What's up, everybody? Sorry. Hey, everyone.
Welcome to another episode of the SITREP. I've got Kato back on here with me. Last time we did one of these was, I believe it was March or May of 2019. That's when we just first got to know each other. Mm-hmm. I invited you on a SITREP. I decided to look at it. And of course, we've become great friends ever since, but we've never had another sit-down, follow-up SITREP, and that's what this is. I had one with Deluxe the other night, and Kato said, me. So I brought him on as well. So
just
yes, Elites asked, "Are you ready for TFcon?" I am ready for TFcon.
I'm as ready as I'm going to be. I'm just going to go and be confused the entire. It'll be my first one, so I'll be a TFcon virgin, and I won't know what I'm doing. So I'll walk around like a deer in headlights until whatever happens. I don't have any idea what I'm going to buy there. I have no purchase expectations, but I don't know. I'm just excited to go and hang out at a big con.
And my big thing, probably just like you, I'm looking forward to meeting you guys.
Yeah, just
I don't have a shopping list either. There's a few G1 things I'd like to get, mainly accessories. If I find a figure I don't have, so be it. But there's nothing I'm particularly after. And I find it odd that we are less than a month. I mean, it's the 28th now. TFcon's the 22nd.
It's like you said, by this time next month, it'll be a memory.
Yeah, and they don't even have any of the exclusives listed yet.
That's weird to me. Like the Chosen Prime, Toy Dojo. Let's see, who else normally has an exclusive there? I know those two really always.
Usually all of it.
Does TF source? I don't know. Anyway, I know Dojo and Chosen Prime.
Hey, Benjamin. Thank you so much for the super chat. He wants another sound wave. I say
give the man what he wants.
Let's give the man what he wants. Let me get his comment off here so he can see Soundwave in all his glory.
Ravage, eject.
That's just the best.
I got myself a mount for my phone, so I have a GPS mount. I actually tested it over the weekend to see if I could still drive with the top down and the GPS going. Of course, granted, the end of October, I may not be on the interstate with the top down. Ages
Yeah,
3
especially
and up.
heading north.
Yeah, John Doe just said ages 3 and up usually has exclusives.
Yeah, I've got an
That's a
exclusive
fancy
from
word for
them.
saying that.
Yeah, I actually have an ages 3 and up exclusive. This is their it's a remake or a remold of, who was it? It's Mastermind Creations. It's Hoist, I think. Trailbreaker. And it's just like a
slick looking.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a pain in the dick to transform, but it looks really good. Yeah, I love weathered stuff like that big Devastator back there. They're Terrigus.
This is the only exclusive that I have from the first and only TFcon convention from 2013.
Yeah.
It was a one and done convention. They wanted to do more, but they just couldn't swing it. So a lot of the guys from TFcon kind of moved into TFcon. So I know a lot of those guys.
They need to kick off TFcon again, or at least what we need a TFcon in the Charlotte area. That's way easier for me to drive to.
Yeah, this is what, an 8-hour drive for you, or 8 or 10?
9. Yeah,
it's 5 for me. 4 hours and 51 minutes is my shortest route.
Probably going to be about 9 or 10 hours. But I drive all the damn time anyway, so it doesn't matter.
It's going to be I got the new vehicles. I'm looking forward to taking it on a road trip.
Yeah, I just got some new tires, if that counts. Fucking. Ugh.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get this started. This is another SITREP, of course. So I have 10 questions, 5 for you as a Transformer collector, 5 for you as a YouTuber. So we're going to kind of catch up from the last time that we did a SITREP. And there's Larkin and Rodimus just hopped in.
What's up, everybody?
Rodimus. He just got back from his date seeing Transformers the movie. I saw that.
What a date movie. By the way, Rodimus, super jealous of RetroCons. That all looked very awesome.
Yeah, I was hoping Cybertronic Spree would show up for ours, but I don't even know.
I doubt it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they can. Well, I don't know.
If they have a karaoke,
I don't.
Got you.
Oh God. No karaoke. I won't say it's impossible that it'll happen. The only reason I would not do karaoke at TFcon is because I don't want to end up on somebody's super chat. Yeah, that's what it's going to be.
I'm a little worried about that myself. But once I don't know what I'm going to bring with me. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. We'll start with question number 1, sir. What was one of your collecting goals for 2021, and have you achieved it yet?
One of my biggest collecting goals for 2021 was to ease off on stuff and only buy, I say it before, only buy things that I want, but basically eliminate a few lines, streamline a few things, and, go from collecting like 6 or 7 different types of things to just a few. Did I meet that goal? No, I made it way worse. Way worse.
Bert. I'm going to say Bert.
Bert. It's most likely Bert.
Well, it's funny. We were just talking about that because I told Kato this month. I mean, I've been doing a lot of Toyhax and a lot of lended bots and figures I already have in my collection. I really wanted to reel myself in for TFcon. And then I saw the sweep pop up for sale on GameStop, jumped right on that. And then we're talking today. I'm like, what's the difference between the sweep and Scourge? He's a lighter collar and one of his hands are switched. I think that's what Kato said. So I'm like,
pretty much.
Why am I paying $35 for a figure I already have? So
the only reason I would get that, and I'm not getting it. I don't army build. I just don't care to that much unless it's just something I really, really want. But the only reason I would get that is if I missed out on Scourge, I would just get a sweep and call it Scourge. But then there's people like Larkin who buy 37 of everything. And
he doesn't army build; he armada builds.
That's right.
Where is TFcon? TFcon is in Baltimore, David. And I think this may be my first time going to Baltimore. I've been to Boston a few times.
I've only been there. I had a friend that grew up in Maryland, and I went with him probably in my early 20s to go visit his where he was from in Maryland. But I don't remember hardly any of it for tons of different reasons. But yeah, I've been through that. I remember eating seafood there. Oh, I remember going and I think I remember going crabbing, like going to try to. I think that's about all I remember from that. Everything else is a blur. I blame vodka.
Oh yeah, everything's gonna be a blur there too. All
Oof.
right, question number 2. Have there been any figures that weren't on your radar to pick up at all until somebody else in the community reviewed them?
Well, that's kind of an unfair question because
I didn't say it was gonna be fair.
and the only reason I say that is because between our chat on Facebook and the Rejecticons chat on Instagram, we're constantly showing each other stuff that didn't matter. But I want to say, oh yeah, I'll say that Deluxe. I saw his. I think I picked it up this year. It was the Legend Scale Starscream, the New Age Starscream. Yeah, that's pretty accurate, caveman. That the New Age Starscream. Actually, I was messing with that earlier today for another review, and that got me. That pretty much sold me on getting New Age again because I
now New Age are the Legend scale, right?
Correct.
Okay,
and
I'm
it's
trying to think.
phenomenal.
What is this guy? Iron Factory. I just got this guy as a lender.
Oh yeah,
this will be my first Legends third party, and I hope it doesn't put me down another rabbit hole.
It might. Iron Factory is really good, especially they do mostly the IDW, or maybe entirely IDW stuff. But New Age, man, those guys make some stellar. That New Age Starscream is probably one of the best Starscreams out there. Masterpiece, whatever you want to call it. That thing is stellar. And I was just messing with it today to do a different review as a comparison, and reminded me how much that was. But I was not going to get that at all. None of the Seekers.
And then, of course, you got our Facebook chat where every day we're like, look what I got. Look what I got. Here, I'm at Target today.
I mean, most of the stuff, for the most part, especially mainline, we're going to get anyway. It's the third-party stuff that I wasn't considering, like that Legend Scale Starscream that I really, although I will say that T-Man probably got me getting Marvel Legends again, at least to some degree. Freaking T-Man doing those Marvel Legends.
That's about the only thing stocked at my Walmart right now. Tons of Marvel Legends. My Ollie's has tons of Marvel Legends. Transformers, that selection sucks at my Walmart. I was just there today, and all they had was Wave 1 Kingdom Deluxes and Headmaster reissues. I think there was a hard head and a chrome dome, and that was it. And the Masters of the Universe stuff, guess which 2 figures they had?
Oh yeah, He-Man and Skeletor.
He-Man and Skeletor. Hey, here's Elites again. He's giving something. I know what he wants. Here, Nick. This is for Nick.
Look, Nick is unhappy.
Nick's already the frowny face. Sorry, man, but he asked for it.
Ugh.
Now, keep in mind, that's going to be my roommate. I might see that
in
life.
That's a little scarier than it should be, but because you're probably going to see that.
Do you remember what Bert told you? What his ticket to fly to Baltimore is going to cost him?
He got some crazy deal, didn't he?
$12.
Yeah, ridiculous.
It's all his points from where he's a dance dad with his daughters, and he's went all over the place.
Yeah, flying all over the place doing that. Yeah, that's all right. It cost him. He may be getting this ticket for $12, but all those dance travel trips, it's cost him a lot more.
I'm sure it's up here.
Yeah, so it's all there. There's been a price paid. Elites just loves people's reaction. Yeah, we know.
He tortures Nick.
Yeah, $2 at a time just to make Nick cry.
All right. Well, question number. What? Go ahead.
I was going to say the Marvel Legends that you saw at Walmart, were they new? Because I'm looking for that new Spider-Man wave.
I'll have to go ahead because I just kind of glance over those. I've almost picked up that Hood figure just because everybody has so much fun posing him with that screaming look.
It's a shit figure, except for that reason.
I don't even know who the hell it is. While we're on the subject, talking about TFcon and bots, let me get this pulled up so I can share my screen. What do you think of these new golden disc characters coming out?
I think honestly, this is the way this is the way to do those weird characters. Like if you're going to do these random BS characters, that's fine. This is the way to do it. I've ordered
got a little flashy going on. This might not work.
All right. Anybody epilepsy warning?
Ugh, epilepsy warning. Sorry.
Yeah.
What the hell? Everybody's seen them.
But yeah, I think this is how you do those weird characters. This is how you do exclusives and stuff like that. You don't need those. Don't need to come to retail. I mean, I ordered them, but
I did too.
The Huffer,
they're not bad. The Huffer set's only $41.99.
Yeah.
And then the what was the other one?
The Jazz repaint of Jackpot.
I mean, you got for how much was he?
He was like 41.
22.29.
Oh, was he 22?
You get a Studio Series 86 Jazz, which is about $20, and for $3, you're getting a Target Master.
I thought
Battle Master.
42. That's when you know you have a problem.
Yeah.
When you don't even look at the price. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. It was 20-something bucks.
No wonder I couldn't find these earlier. Amazon has misspelled disc. I just noticed they have a DISK. Because I kept trying to type it in earlier.
Let's see. I'm looking at it.
I'm looking at the golden disc jackpot with sights.
Oh, yeah. It's DISK.
All right, epilepsy warning. I'm going to try this again.
That's funny.
There we go.
Somebody's getting fired.
So there you go.
It's the golden disc. Is it one of those European?
You had one job, person. You had one job.
I wonder if the Huffer says the same. Yeah, the Huffer says the same thing. That's
I like that. I like the fact Deluxe and I were just talking the other night about they keep going back to G1 for all these new figures being released, these new lines. I would love to see. I'm tired of 84 through 86. Let's give us 87 through 91. And the Action Masters, which we're now seeing, was part of that wave. So that's awesome.
If you look at the box, it actually has a K on the end of it. Disc and disc are listed as variants for something round and flat. So either one is right. It's weird.
Yeah, there it is. Golden disc.
It's weird.
DISK.
Some European did that. It's people like Benjamin that put U's in words that don't need them. That's who did that. I'm just kidding, Benjamin.
When we review it, so we're going to actually type out disc correctly, and somebody's going in the comment section.
Yeah,
it's like, DISK.
Yeah, well, it's DICK. Anyway.
All right, where were we? Oh yeah, we're talking SITREP stuff. Number 3. What is your favorite figure of 2021 so far?
Favorite figure of 2020? Easy. Absolutely easy. The TFC toys that camouflage nuclear blast Optimus Prime. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
Easiest. That's the easiest thing I've got. I'll go ahead and tell you, when I do a top 10 this year, unless something comes out and blows me away, that's going to be the figure of the year for me. That thing was a pleasant surprise.
Oh, here's one already starting.
Disc is original spelling. Disc is when CDs come out. Okay, cool.
Yes, but the golden disc was played by Megatron spinning it in his cannon, which is the same way a CD plays. So it is a golden disc with a C.
Dun, dun, dun.
Thanks. I'm here all night.
Benjamin, I was just kidding. It's fine. As a Southern United States citizen, it's multiple times that I make the joke. You know what? Never mind.
We're Southerners. We can't say a lot of stuff right, like collar.
Yeah, well, I don't think
I'm known for that. My collar on my shirt's gray, and here's my collar that my neck hole goes to.
What collar is your collar?
Collar's my collar.
Benjamin, yeah, you're Canadian, so it's all good. That's right. Oh man, hey Ryan, thanks for coming in. The regular Ravens fan. Memo says you worry about your own disc.
All right, favorite figure.
Number
we got
4.
that. number 4. What's the worst figure you've grabbed so far this year?
Oh man, it's unfair because I think
I
it's
hate
gonna
grits.
I love grits.
I like them with. I
Oh,
like sweetened
man.
grits.
No,
Cream of wheat.
no, that's like people that
Cocoa
put
wheats.
sugar. There's a special place for people that put sugar in grits. Grits,
West Virginia.
along with butter and cheese. That's it. The only other thing that goes in grits is the rest of your breakfast. Let's see.
Appreciate it, but I can't right now.
Least favorite figure.
Least favorite figure. Come on, man.
Man,
Come on, man.
I should have written these down when I watched you in Deluxe. Oh, I know what I know what it's going to be. Might be a hot take. I don't know, or people might agree with me. That freaking terrible Scorponok from Kingdom. God, that thing was a turd without the leg extensions on it. The transformation is not fun. It's hideous to look at. I hated that thing.
Now, mine would be Rhinox. Scorponok, I could give a little bit of a pass to, but Rhinox sucked.
Yeah, Rhinox was trash too. They're pretty close, and it may just be because Scorponok's a little fresher in the memory than Rhinox is. But man, that thing it just wasn't pretty.
Well,
and
the problem with Scorponok too, he didn't look a damn thing like the cartoon. And it's like been here in 2021, these figures have been so hit and miss. Like Deluxe and I was talking, Studio Series 86, 80% of that line is dead on to the animation models. Then you got Blur and Cup that look like shit. I mean, Blur had that long hyper chin, and then Cup it didn't look like Cup at all.
The thing about Blur and Cup, had they gotten their head sculpts right, those could have been just phenomenal figures. Especially Cup. Cup's transformation is really fun, and his alt mode is beautiful. Blur feels like it should cost about $10 less than any of the other figures.
And he had them big old monk sleeves hanging off, which the original toy had too. Where are you going to put those? But still.
But then you got figures like Megatron, Cyclonus. Well, Cyclonus didn't count. That was Kingdom. But it could have been.
Well, still, that's a 2013 line because I'm still referring to that because some of the Beast Wars figures look spot on to the animation.
Yeah.
And yet some of the others are like, what? Like Scorponok.
Yeah, Scorponok.
They didn't even get his face right.
Those damn legs for me. Those little short, stubby legs just killed it. That upgrade I got that I did a video on, I mean, it trashes the alt mode. It may as well not even have an alt mode, but it makes it such a better figure.
And it really ruined me for Scorponok because I got that whoever made the third.
Oh yeah, the Transform Element one, the small one, and that thing.
I got him first.
Genius.
Like, holy crap! Okay, Transformers Talk Raw. He's going to argue with us. Okay. I disagree with you all about Blur and Cup. Blur has 2 R's. I owned the G1 Blur when it first came out, and I feel it's pretty faithful. Even the arm kibble is accurate. It's not. It's faithful to the toy, but we're referring to the animation look. You compare Studio Series 86 Blur's face to the 86 movie Blur, it's nothing there. And if that face sculpt would have matched that animation model like the others, I mean, they even got Retgar right, the mustachioed Autobot. Yeah. That's my biggest complaint with Blur. I like the transformation. The vehicle mode could have used wheels. That's another complaint.
Yeah, but I mean, as far as it being toy accurate, that's fine. But that means it's not Studio Series 86. The whole point is for it to be as close to 86 movie accurate as it can be, and it.
Now I do have a gnaw on the way. I can't wait to see what he looks like.
That's a great figure. This thing, it feels solid, man. It almost. I didn't say this in.
I haven't watched.
Almost feels third party.
I haven't watched your review yet because you know how we are. We usually don't watch each other's stuff until we get it. But
well, spoiler alert, it's awesome.
Okay. All right, number 5. What's your most anticipated figure coming
out? It's going to be in line with this guy up here, the TFC Megatron. If it's anywhere near as good as that thing, I'm going to love it.
What's he going to turn into?
He turns into Destro, because this is basically the G.I. Joe Rolling Thunder. Mm-hmm. He turns into what was Destro's tank called?
Demolisher, Devastate.
Yeah,
Start with a D.
something. Yeah, something like that. Somebody in chat will correct me or let me know. But yeah, it's and it can be a helicopter, a tank. It's going to be freaking phenomenal. I think that's I think. Oh,
Was
maybe
it
I'm
the
wrong.
Dominator? There we go. I knew it was a
Yeah, Dominator. That's it. Yep.
If I'm thinking correctly, that is not the one I wanted to bring up. Dominator. Is that the one that had the bubble up top? It could come up. My brother had a lot of those Iron Grenadiers vehicles. And I was thinking,
it's an Iron Grenadier Dominator. So the Megatron is going to be where the helicopter blades end up becoming, I think, the cannon for the tank mode. But the way that let me see if I can look it up. But the way the whole thing looks, if it's built like that, I just know I'm going to love it. So that actually is my most anticipated. I guess a close second to that might be that the Armada, the Fans Hobby Armada Megatron. That looks good too. But I never got. I think going back to the TFcon question, if I see Naval Commander, the Fans Hobby Armada Optimus Prime at TFcon, there's a good chance I won't be able to pass.
Now the Megatron one looks pretty good too.
That's what I'm saying. That would be right below the TFC one, the Megatron one, the Armada Megatron. I want that one too. But I still haven't gotten the Naval Commander because I just can't bring myself. It's very difficult for me to order a Transformer around that $250 range.
Yeah,
that's like a limit that I haven't gotten comfortable with yet.
I'm listening to you, but it was brought up about what Blur looked like in the cartoon. I'm trying to find him, a good shot of him from the cartoon or from the movie. All the cartoon images I'm seeing. Okay, well, this is close enough.
Well, the arm pieces, it's not that the arm pieces aren't that accurate. It's just that there was no real way to slim them down. In the cartoon, they got real slim against the back of his arm, so they made a little more sense. But
what we're talking about, I mean, our complaint with him is not the body, it's the face.
Yeah, 90% of what I don't like about Blur and Cup is the face. The arms are the least of the problems.
There we go. So yeah, he's got the flaps fold in; they don't stick out as far. That's a terrible shot.
It is a terrible shot. But you've got, I mean, you look in that same image you've got over there to the left at how big those things are, and I get it. It's a $22 toy. You're not going to be able to get all that third-party transformation where it collapses and does all that cool stuff. But I mean, again, the arms were not the biggest problem with that. That was a problem. The biggest problem was the Jay Leno head.
Yeah, that's what ruined it for me. Still got him. He was the last one I got because I really had no interest in him because
he, like I said, he feels like the plastic feels like it was about $10 cheaper than pretty much any of the other ones.
And Transformers Talk Raw podcast just donated $2 to the channel. Thank you so much. We shall treat you with.
Give me the bird.
We can dance if we want to. We can leave your friends behind. Cause your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, well, they're no friends of mine. See.
That is one of my favorite 80s songs. If it comes on the radio, I'm that guy at the stoplight that everyone else has to look at doing something stupid.
Okay, when I'm in my Jeep and I'm driving, I'm serious octane. I'm a hard rock metalhead. When I'm mowing the yard, I listen to summer hits of the 80s.
I've gotten, playlist. That actually might be a good question for any of our little interviews channels. Is like, what playlist? What's on your playlist right now? If you go into the car right now, what's going to play?
I have a USB drive plugged in, and a lot of it's Dylan music, which is a blend of rock, 80s, video game. It's just all over the place. His favorite song right now is Scarlet Cross by Black Veiled Brides. We listen to that 3 or 4 times a day.
That's awesome. Yeah, if you go into my truck right now and plug my phone in, the first thing you're going to hear is, I think we actually talked about it. I've been on a kick of listening to old time radio podcasts. It's been like Gunsmoke and old Western radio shows.
That's that one you shared with us the other day. I love.
That's right. It's a lot of fun. The new Benjamin has mentioned that new Iron Maiden album to me. I still haven't listened to that.
Yeah, I need to get that too.
I hear it's phenomenal.
I listen to Maiden every now and then too. I got my 80s radio, my 70s radio, my hair bands, and of course my Octane. As long as it's rock, I'm happy.
Yeah, I go through the whole gamut, pretty much everything but opera. Oh man, Alice in Chains. Yes, love anything Alice in Chains. Oh my gosh. When I years and years ago, I worked at Circuit City, and I worked in the car stereo department as first sales, then installation car stereo stuff. I used Alice in Chains constantly as demo music because they sound amazing on a system.
I like all those. Nightwish, I accidentally stumbled upon. It was late one night, and Octane played their Storytime song, and I fell in love with that group. And that's the weirdest video
I've ever listened to them.
All right,
Volbeat I've heard of.
Here we go. This is from the regular Ravens fan. I have a big question. How do either of you handle dust on your figures? I'm
going to tell you, I've gotten incredibly lucky. The room that I'm in right now is like the least dusty room I've ever been in. I don't understand how. There's 2 big doors that lead out to a patio right there. I have yet to have to dust anything in this room. My
biggest problem is not as much the figures, but those black shelves.
Yeah.
And of course, I got the air conditioner right here. Now in the summertime, it's blowing stuff. So those black shelves, I dust a lot. The figures really aren't too bad. Now, every now and then, especially when I review one, an old G1, I sit there and I'll clean it up. But they're really not too bad. The figures don't get dusty. They don't show it as bad, but them friggin' black shelves. I got a black bookcase here. I got the black shelves there on the sides. That's where the dust really comes in.
Yeah. Now, if I bring something down to do a comparison, and I know the camera's going to be real close to it, I use one of her old makeup brushes to just dust it off a little bit. Now I'm going to be changing rooms. I'm going to the bigger bedroom. We're moving the other stuff all around. That room gets a little dusty, so I can imagine having a problem.
Rodimus, with your question right there, is that the soundtrack with the KMFDM song from the Chun-Li and Vega fight? Because if that's the one you're talking about, I'm listening to that now. I love that song. That Chun-Li Vega fight is one of my favorite animated fight scenes ever. When she drives her heel into his eye.
Oh yeah. Oh. That's an animated movie. It's an anime that I can't pass up if it comes on. That is awesome.
I forget where I got that on VHS. I rented it one time. I was Street Fighter. I was like, that was the most hyper violent cartoons. I'm like, I love this. I remember doing the same thing. A little local video shop had it on VHS, and I rented it, and I was like, holy crap. If I remember correctly, this is my channel, so I can cuss. I think it's Kill Motherfucking Depeche Mode. If I remember correctly, because it's something that band does not like Depeche Mode. I think that's it.
The anime.
Like, this Transformer talk just went really weird.
It got real. Yeah, the anime movie.
Oh my God, I was right. You know what? I was right. So I get a. Hey, Bacon, in time to get a Bert.
Bacon, what's up, buddy?
Bacon's in the house.
Quick apology to Bacon.
How is Beast Wars month going, brother?
Man, there's been some cool stuff people have been posting on there. I'm going to go ahead and apologize to Bacon while he's here. I won't be able to do the month. Well, I can. I'll be a week late doing the month in review this month or October. Don't hate me. A big shout out to Bacon for letting me borrow all these mamma jammas for that for Beast Wars.
I bought that figure for my wife at Sharticon because she is so into sharks, and that figure's sitting at her desk at work.
This was an awesome looking. This alt mode is gorgeous.
Yes, robot mode kind of sucks, but I love that art.
Yeah, but that alt mode is gorgeous. Same way with Iguanas. This is the paint on this is beautiful.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I got to get these back to you, Bacon.
Thank you so much, Chauncey. I appreciate that. I tell you what, he's going to get a special thank you from me.
That is one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen.
You are welcome. That's why I do these.
Is that guy that does all those crazy videos where he like is pulling sheets out from under cans or stuff on a table with his nipples and
that's him.
I guess hilarious.
There's Elites back in. Elites wants to see another Bert. Thank you so much for the super chat, Elites. Let's see, what haven't we seen yet? We'll give this.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts.
Look at him. No. Rodimus is just shaking his damn head.
Yeah, he has to look. I feel bad because if you ever want if you want to keep a secret from Rodimus, just play those videos constantly, and he won't look. Like he'll just have to look away, so you can do whatever you want. Have you heard the
Rodimus is going to TFcon as well.
Yeah,
it's going to be so much fun.
It is going to be fun.
I think isn't M3 coming too? He's coming all the way from California, coming to TFcon.
Yeah, as far as I know, him
glorious 4-foot beard of his.
Pack, I think, is also coming. I don't know do you know Pack from 3 Live Stream?
I know him. I've never talked to him. Who else is going?
Of course, Fire Talks,
T-Man.
Yeah.
Elites is on here going.
Elites. Cobra Clam was going. I think he backed out. He's going on a family vacation instead. Let's see.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, Ken. None of the other rejected cons are going
today. Since I told you guys, I'm so excited about TFcon. I forgot that my 4-year anniversary is coming up. So I tried to upscale it into more HD, but I uploaded my very first review today. My God, things have changed in 4 years. One's this.
You got the 4-year reviewer gut.
Well, when I first started reviews, that's when I was on that security team. Then I got the desk job.
Oh yeah, that changes things.
We've got a guest from Holland. Hello, welcome.
I would love to tell you hello in your native language, but instead I'll just say hello in my native language. Hey, y'all.
Nick's going, you'll get to see Bert dance live too.
Yeah, Bacon, why aren't you going? Not going back to Maryland. I grew up there. Man, this is right up your alley, man. You could write it off. This is your business. This is a tax write-off. What are you doing? Come out there. Although you are like completely on the other side of the country, so I get it. Oh, let's see. Most welcome. Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to catch up.
Yes, I know they speak English, Slow DK.
And there's Enutabi.
Hey, Enutabi.
Man, I roasted Enutabi at our game show the other night.
I heard.
4 questions.
I heard.
Thank
you
goodness
beat him.
for G1 questions.
That's not fair.
He had these silhouette questions, and they were just too easy. He picked Kingdom Figure alt modes. Who's this dinosaur shape that looks like a raptor?
So I missed it because I was messing with work stuff. But was it basically like a who's that Pokemon of Transformers?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
John Doe asked a question here. Patriot Prime reviews. Have you ever met Kato's collection? And no, never met him.
We have never met. The only person out of my whole group I've ever, I'll take it back. I've met Deluxe and I've met Bert.
Yep.
And, last TFcon, I met T-Man. He's not part of our group. I met Ball Matrix. I met Bobby Skullface. Some of those bigger guys.
Yeah, the only one I've actually met in person is Enutabi, I think. I don't think I've met anyone else in person. Before the old C-19 hit, you were going to do like a road trip and try to meet a bunch of us, weren't you? Yeah, the whole plan was to take the presents on the road. I was going to actually go to at least some. I was going to make my way up to you. Actually, was going to be like maybe the furthest I talked to a retro nostalgic nerd about going all the way up there to see him in PA. But yeah, I was going to make a road trip and do like Kato's Collection Presents road trip, and it still might happen eventually. But yeah, it was right. I mean, right when the Corvette hit.
You know what, Jay Lee? Because of you, I'm going to make that part of the super chat now. I think that will be. I'm going to put myself.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh my, that was embarrassing as hell.
I saw that live and it was beautiful.
Next super chat, destroying the universe. We'll be part of it. I promise.
Next video. You don't have time to edit it now.
Yeah, I can't edit right now. Next video.
Yeah. That I watched that live and it was beautiful. We barely knew each other then.
Yeah. I met him
last time. Just didn't.
Somebody else said they met me. They came up and talked to me, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I watch you all the time."
First time I met Inutabi was in a Food Lion parking lot because he didn't want to invite me actually to his house. He didn't trust me enough. And then I returned the favor. How do I return the favor? By inviting you to my house, Inutabi,
and filming him dancing and molesting your giant Optimus Prime.
That's right.
Hey, were we asking questions?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Well, we made it through all the Transformer questions. See, I love these. That's why these are so much fun, because you and I derail, and then we get the chat involved, and it's just fun on a bun, to quote Bender. Yeah. Oh, here he is. There's the excuse. It wasn't because he thought he was a pervert. The wife said the house was a mess.
Every husband uses that excuse, blaming the wife. Sworn by fans, so I didn't say hi.
You know, I'll admit that was weird when I first went to, because I think I had just cracked 2,000 subs, and right before TFcon is when I finally got my groove with this channel, where I kind of have the same approach that I do now in all my videos. And it was so weird because people coming up, "Oh, hey, can I shake your hand? Can I do that?" I'm like, huh? It was just odd.
I got recognized at a local convention, surprisingly. I think I've said it before. Probably the funniest recognition I've ever gotten of sorts was at a pretty good. It was Joe Fest, actually. I was at Joe Fest, and you guys have heard me mention it before. The lady of the house has a channel of her own, and I'm sitting there talking to a guy about these figures right here, these Animal Warriors of Kingdom figures, the guys that make those, and we're talking, me and this guy, and all of a sudden she gets a tap on the shoulder and says, "Hey, are you Audrey D. Loves?" At a Joe Fest, the toy reviewer gets ignored and her channel gets highlighted. I don't know how that happened.
Oh, I remember that. I had like 3 or 4 people just. I remember that.
You were popular before you knew it.
I know.
Inutabi says he lives near Dame Chalk.
Hey, this guy says, Ryan, the regular Ravens fan, said that you all know that Ryan, the regular Ravens fan, is going to be at TFcon. Awesome. We will shake your hand, my man.
Make sure to find us.
Yeah, I'm easy to pick out. I'm like 6'4".
Yeah, just if you're going through the crowd, just look up a little bit. You'll see Patriot Prime and probably Rodimus Primal, because he's tall too.
Not Deluxe. Deluxe comes up to my belly button.
And just below them will be me. And then
Bert's about right here to me.
Yeah. How is Bert, like 6 feet?
He's around that.
Yeah, that's where I sit. That's where I rest.
You know, you're talking about TFcon. I need to get in contact with Toyhax, see if they have anything they want me to give away.
Oh yeah.
And it was so funny. Hold on. I'm spending $2 to say, do you need these? Do you need tea lights? Actually, I got taken care of. I contacted my dealership, and they're going to hook me up, buddy. And I'm going to hook you up.
All right.
Lazy Jedi has been friends with Bert for a long time, so I know he enjoys those. Talking about funny meetups, I've mentioned so many times, was when I first met Deluxe. I had got to the Reston Hotel early, and I couldn't get in my room yet. So there was the front of the hotel, so you could walk through the lobby to the back of the hotel, where it was like this open courtyard thing with all the restaurants. So it was a nice day. So I was walking out to the courtyard, just kind of sit and chill while I was waiting on my room to get ready. As I was coming in, Deluxe, or as I was going out, Deluxe was coming in, and he tripped over the lip of the door and kind of crashed into me. And I mean, he came up literally to my belly button. And
because he keeps saying he like kissed your belly button. That's funny. Ryan, the regular Jet Ravens fan, said, I thought you guys were getting tables. No tables. We're not
a table, but it's possible that we may be part of a panel. That's in the works, but nothing has been guaranteed yet. Because from what I understood is they can only do 4 people for a table. So we're kind of arguing, figuring out who the 4 people are going to be. So it can't be all of us unless, I don't know, maybe we can switch out. Hey, I'm cutting out and we'll let such and such speak. But we'll see. We still got a month to work this out.
Something's happening. If not, you'll just hear us at the bar.
Well, here's a quick question. Before I start on my question, is there any figure from 2021 that you still want?
Yeah. I still want that naval commander from Fans Hobby, and I still want Double Evil, which you have.
Oh, he's glorious. My number one figure from 2019, and I told you how weird it was that I got him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because for the longest time, everybody kept harping on Carnifex, and there's like Double Evil. So I go and I see Double Evil, I don't know how many times, and then the last day I find him like, okay, I'm dropping the X amount of dollars, I'm getting Carnifex. I took him home, opened him up. I was like, oh, this guy's awesome, but flimsy as shit. He was no fun to transform. And the more I messed with him, I was like, I do not like this IDW look. I'm a G1 guy. I mean, no offense to you IDW fans. I like the G1 aesthetic. And so I started Googling Double Evil, and I'm like, that's the one I should have got. So I packed Carnifex up. I only transformed the top half of him, sold him on eBay for $50 more than I paid, and I got Double Evil.
Yep. Remember that. I still need to get that figure. But it falls under that same category of like the $250 price range that it's hard for me to, it's a hard pill to swallow. Lazy Jedi asked, is Rodimus worth the asking price to you? Yes, I think he is.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I'll answer that pretty simply. Yeah. I do think so. You're going to need to fight me for that, though. There's plenty out there.
That's awesome. That's going to be great content for my channel.
Yeah, and we're going to do it at TFcon.
At TFcon. The Double Evil Double Down. Here's Elites again. If you want to find me at TFcon, I'll be wearing cowboy hat and cowboy boots.
I'm down with that. I like country music.
And for your mask, you have to wear a bandana.
That's right. A red band. Well, you don't want to wear. You got to be careful in Baltimore. You don't want to wear a red or blue bandana. Find a different color.
Oh yeah. Let's see. What shall we give Elites? I'll thank him personally.
I'm not happy, but that one to me is way worse than Bert. Just so
yeah, but I'm definitely, as soon as I get off here, I'm going to find that clip of me destroying the universe, and that'll be on the next live.
That'll be a good one.
That's funny. I'll have to add sound effects or something.
Elite says he's got an American flag face shield, so that's good. All right, right on.
I ordered a Patriot Prime logo face, so I'll see how it works. Yeah. Oh, and I've got a girl at work who has her own decal company, and she's making me one of those silhouettes of my Patriot Prime logo to put on my Jeep.
Oh, that's sweet.
I'm supposed to get it tomorrow, so that's going to look pretty sweet.
I can't do vehicle stickers. It messes up the job.
All right. Well, let's go ahead back to the SITREP.
Oh, yeah. We are doing
let's see. We're 48 minutes in, and here we go with question number 6.
Already?
These are the YouTube questions. We last talked in 2019. How has your channel grown since then?
Exponentially. I don't remember how many subscribers I had in 2019 at the time, but this last year has been pretty good. Well, the last month has been pretty shady. The last year overall has been really good. It's been really good. I mean, since then, I think since we spoke, I've talked to like Stan Bush and like FJ DeSanto. That's just crazy stuff that's happened. I've met I should say I had met you guys all then, gotten to know a lot more folks like closely and talked to every day over chat or something. So yeah, the channel's been growing great, but the friendships have been growing really good too. So that's really the cool thing.
Now, have you noticed this month that your viewerships went down?
Oh, so far to everything. Her
Okay.
channel did the same thing.
It's mine too.
Yeah.
I just thought it was weird. It's like everybody just quit.
Yeah,
I don't
think
know.
the more states that open, the more, not just states, but more countries and states that have opened up with everything going on, people are getting out and about a little bit more. School started back, more people going back to work. It just happens. But yeah, it's been like a marginal decrease.
In my best tracks voice, I'm not bragging, but I'm pushing for at least 90K by TFcon. That's awesome, dude.
We're hot on your heels, Rodimus.
Yes, we'll be with you. Give us a couple more decades.
Yeah, decades. Yeah.
Both of you have really clean reviews. So good to watch. It's the end of the summer. Wait for winter. Unfortunately, we can't wait. We gotta keep making stuff. We gotta keep producing, or we'll bottom out.
Yeah. So I went out of town, a week or so ago for a week. So about 2 weeks ago, and I just didn't have time to film anything before I left. It was just a little bit of chaos. And I'm gonna tell you, a week without putting a video out, man, it's like starting all over again.
The way the analytics are for YouTube, I used to do one a week, and there was just really, it was kind of flatline. Then when I started doing 2 or 3 a week, it would spike, but then after that second day, it would drop. So you just have to constantly keep activity going on your channel, or you will bottom out.
That's one of the things that I really want to do in like in the upcoming year. Like I want more subscribers, but not for the reason that listen, we're never going to make a living at this. I know folks think that you're doing reviews, let's see, in the entire time of doing this from a company, I just recently got like a thing sent to me for nothing. Everything is bought and paid for and it's never going to equal out. Like, I'm not going to get rich doing YouTube. It's not why I did it. It's not going to happen. But I've got to get that perspective going into 2022, because like I want to put a couple videos out a week and then fill in the gaps whenever with like something live. One of my favorite things to do is this. I love doing the reviews, but the presents and like you with the SITREP and stuff like that, to me, that's way more fun than doing a review, talking to people.
Oh, I know. The reviews are fun. And what'll happen with a review too is when you feel rushed to make one, that's when you start screwing up. And when you start screwing up, you get pissed. And when you get pissed, your anger will come out on the video. If you recall, I promised I was going to give you guys a Combaticons review. So a couple days ago, I'm trying my damnedest to get the intro shot, and I kept having all this stuff happening. Finally got mad. The Combaticons are right here all in a box transform because I had them laid out ready to go. And then, of course, I got Wreckgar, and so it kind of fell the wayside. So now I'm woo-sawed back so I can do the Combaticons again. So, but yeah, you have to have fun making your reviews. You have to enjoy making your reviews, or your audience is going to pick it up. They're going to be like, hey, he doesn't look like he's doing this. Why is he just going through the motions? You suck. Unsubscribe. And that's what a lot of people comment. Hey, we enjoy your reviews because you enjoy the figure and you enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah, you can tell, you can feel it when you start getting pissed off and aggravated. I've had to walk away from filming just because I'm like, I know that my aggravation is coming through, and it's something ridiculous. Like, it's not typically the figure unless it's Zeta Bumblebee. Fuck that thing. But like mostly it's just like I can't string a thought together for 5 seconds, and it pisses me off. And that it just,
well, you've seen my blooper reels or how many takes I'll do. I appreciate that, Ryan. He says he can tell everyone doesn't put any effort into giving honest opinions. That's why I watch you guys. And, one of the biggest things that ever was said to me was a couple of years, I think just right after my 2nd year anniversary, when things really started going, was when somebody told me, because I was getting aggravated because I couldn't find this figure. And I was told, he said, don't worry about how fast you can get the figure out, because viewers don't watch your channel for the figure. They watch your channel for you.
Yeah,
and that
sure
kind of stuck.
I mean, there's a little bit of self-imposed pressure to get a figure early enough to matter sometimes. But the truth is, like, if I go back and look at those videos where I've somehow gotten a figure a little quicker than anyone else, it'll get the views, but it doesn't necessarily get the subscribers. And like, honestly, what I'm after in 2022 is more interaction with folks. I mean, we can look at our analytics and show that, like, a certain percentage of subscribers watch versus, people that aren't subscribed. I want to focus more on having fun. And if I get 2 videos out a week, I get 2 videos out a week. That's just how it is. And I want to do a live now and then. So that's just, I'm going to take it in stride. Like I said, I'm not going to make a living at it. So may as well enjoy it.
Thanks, RKR. This is a good man right here. He hops on all of our channels.
He's awesome. Yeah, you had him on too.
Right here. Here you go. You guys can get a figure a year late, and I'd still watch it.
There you go. It's like you said on
reviews. 35 years late.
That's right. It's like you said some time ago. It's like I lost my train of thought, but it's if we're trying to be personalities. Like, it's not just.
Oh, I remember. It's because I was asking, do you see yourself as a YouTuber, as a reviewer, or do you approach your channel as a personality? I have went, in my mind, I want to be more of a personality than a figure reviewer. I throw my jokes in. They don't land 100%, but I try my best.
Yeah, that's kind of the. I mean, we're not going to beat the guys that get the stuff way early. We're not strong enough in the game yet. I mean,
I don't know guys who drive trucks.
Yeah, exactly right. Nothing's going to fall off the back of a truck for me. So it's, there's a lot to be said about taking that pressure off yourself. If you just don't need to be first and just do the figure. Nick,
Sunday night, I'm going to try something new on my channel. I'm going to open up one of these, and the chat can join in. Kamikaze. I mean, it's not going to be like a full. I don't know what I'm going to get myself into, but I just figured that'd be a unique way to do my 4-year anniversary. So you can hop in and say hi. I'm going to limit to an hour because there's no telling what'll happen.
Oh yeah, you're going to get some drive-bys. You'll know if it's worth continuing doing, but at least StreamYard gives you the preview first.
Yes.
If you look down in the bottom of the StreamYard thing and you see somebody's wang swinging around, you'll know not you.
He ain't coming in. Yeah. Maybe I need no damn wang hanging. Wang
hanger. Bacon says tag team SITREP. Here you go. Bacon, you come on. We like hanging out with you.
Yeah, you're fun.
You're a nice guy. Are we doing questions?
I think we are.
All right.
Where the hell are we? Question number 7. We've been hit with a lot of challenges over the last year. Has worldly goings on, because I'm not saying the name, changed up how you approach your content?
Not really. Like, I don't think it has. I guess there was a time I was able to put out a lot more stuff just because I was home more often, but I don't think that it really changed how I did anything. I don't think so. No, because I mean, most of us did the same stuff overall. We did, hey, Super Gigan Prime.
I think we did these more because we had nothing else to do.
Yeah, definitely had more chats and more live streams. But like, my job was affected by it, but not as much as everyone else's, because I go long gaps between gigs anyway.
Thanks, Franco.
So it didn't affect me as much as I know it did, unfortunately, other people.
That was me. I never, ever, ever slowed down at my job. I kept going. I was out in the public every day. My wife got to work from home, and she got super paranoid. So I was the one that went to work. I was the one that went grocery shopping. I was the one that went to Walmart, Lowe's, you name it. I did it. So I never stopped. It never affected me one bit. But
I mean, there was a stretch of time there where a couple of big jobs got canceled, but I mean, I live in an area that didn't really, I mean, it hit off pretty good in January of 2020, and then I mean we were fairly back in operation by March as a state, so we didn't slow it. Her job, she just kept going the whole time. So yeah, she worked retail, so they had some stipulations, but everything still kept flying. So yeah, not really. The bad working habits. Yep, that's very true.
All
yeah,
right.
Inutobi's right. His never stopped either.
We may have hit on this a lot already. As a channel creator, what advice would you have to any new tubers starting out? I think Elites, he's dying to start doing the channel. He mentions it all the time. Elites, for me, I know this is Kato's question, but for me, my best advice for you, you want to start your YouTube channel? Start your YouTube channel. What are you waiting on?
Yeah, that's the first thing. The first thing is just to do it. Make crappy videos if you want to at first, because I can promise, I've said it before on here, you've said it, my first however many videos, especially my very first video, was horrid, and I kept it up there just because it's funny, because of how bad it is. It took me like 30 minutes to review 2 tiny Micromasters. It was terrible. I didn't know what to say. The lighting was bad. I didn't have the right frame for YouTube, so the video is all jacked. It's terrible.
That's part of the reason why I popped up my first video today. I mean, I don't have the cup now. It's in here somewhere because it's a Star Wars cup. But you know the phone cases that have the belt clips on it?
Mm-hmm.
I video with my phone, so I turn my screen around, so I'm looking at the screen, and I clip that belt clip into that big old, we call them moose cups. Remember the big cups that come from Hardee's, plastic cups? Mm-hmm. That is why you see that angle pointing up. So I clipped that to a moose cup, and I filmed here on my desk, and I had like a poster board background on a little model cutting board. I had no lighting other than my lamp.
Yep.
And
isn't that like one of the most difficult things to get right? I've bought so many little lamps to try to get right, and
I have 3 LED desk lamps and this.
Yeah,
and Bert's
I went through.
Talk me into this.
I went through so many lights in the beginning, just trying to get, because I kept going. I didn't know what I was doing. It was
these here, if you can see them from Walmart, $6 LED.
Yeah,
lamps.
like the first set I got was too yellow. It was all bad. It was just bad. My phone, my camera was bad. Everything was bad in the beginning. But yes, Elites and everyone else, the first thing to do is just freaking do it, and do it, and be aware that very few people are going to watch for a really long time.
Yep.
I mean,
when I first started, my first video was October 4th. Then I think I did one later on that week. I did 3 or 4 videos in October. Hardly anybody was watching, so I didn't make any more. I thought, this is a bust. I tried. And it was one of my buddies, one of my very first subscribers said, hey, you're not making videos anymore? And I was like, well, nobody's watching my shit. And he says, your Overlord video is at 5,000 views right now. And I was like, okay. So I hopped back on. I think the next figure I reviewed was a G1 Megatron. I got copyright striked immediately because I put a clip from the show in it. But you do it and you learn. And each video is a learning process. One, make sure you wash your hands because people will call you out if your hands are filthy. Be well-spoken. Be articulate. Kind of know the subject you're going in beforehand. Don't be one of these guys. Well, some people luck out, but I know some people will review a figure as soon as they take it out of the box, and then they're fumble fucking through the whole thing. Take it out. Get to know it a little bit first. That's what I like about the Studio Series 86 figures. You can take them out, mess with them, and put them back in the box if you're one of these guys that want to show in the package, which I do in my intros.
And I think another side to that is if you're going to be the guy that just takes it right out of the box and messes with it, just make it part of the thing. Like I mean, maybe that could be your thing. You don't know the figure at all. I know Inutapi does that a lot. Like he doesn't really practice messing around with the figures that much because he wants it to be a completely fresh take. Cool.
Which is
Just
cool. And that's his
commit.
gimmick. That's his
you got to
gimmick.
commit. Whatever it is, just commit to it. And I mean, I change my videos up now. Like I'll try something different that I don't. Yeah, I guess I'm concerned about whether it'll land or do well. But sometimes I just think it's something fun to do with the camera that I want to try. And if it
The
works,
cool
it
thing
works.
that you did for a while was when you did those transformations. You wouldn't show transformation. You just push the figure over and he'd immediately pop into alt mode.
I love doing that, but more and more people wanted to see. Again, it's just a matter of who's watching at the time. More people wanted to see transformations, and I just started doing those.
Well, my big thing, if you've noticed in my reviews, I think for the last 3 months, I add chapters in all mine.
I like that. I just don't. I'm too lazy.
Actually, I set up the entire. What do you call it? It's already there, the template. So all I have to do is go in and punch in the numbers.
Yeah, I love that, and I love that that's a thing. And one day I may not be lazy enough to do that.
Another thing that was pointed out to me that I think worked really well is your thumbnails. Make sure you have eye-catching thumbnails and be consistent. If you look through my channel, all of my regular figure reviews have that star-spangled banner with the flag wiped down, robot mode, alt mode, Patriot Prime reviews.
Yeah.
My Toyhax is the figure, the grid background with the Toyhax logo, so everybody knows what they're getting into. Not a big fan. I mean, if it's your thing, it's your thing. But a lot of people do that. You know, they're pointing at the figure. They're really surprised. Not a big fan of that. Or just using a still from your video. You got to have something that's going to be eye-catching. Don't pull a deluxe, though. He put a picture of a titty bot up the other day, and the titty bot looked at the video and called him out on it.
It took me the longest time to come up with a thumbnail. Like, really, I've gotten it now to where it's normally a close-up shot of the figure, white font with the description, the corner. I've got it narrowed down now, but I went through like a ton of different trying to figure out how I wanted my thumbnails to look. And it is very important. If you don't think a thumbnail is a big deal, it is, because it's the billboard. It's the first thing they see if they want to check it out.
Even if it's not a figure review, I base a lot of what I watch on YouTube on the thumbnail.
Oh yeah, it's human nature. Now I agree with you completely. Unless I make a joke about something, I'm never going to be one of these. I'm not. I
have Dylan do that for his reviews, but he's a kid. He's got that cute factor.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I mean, there was a short time.
Yeah, Digital Caveman put it up too. You don't want to bury your thumbnail in all words. Patriot Prime presents the brand new War for Cybertron Kingdom Cyclonus. Look now.
And I was guilty of that too, like trying to put as much information on the thumbnail as I could, and it just, first impressions are everything. Yeah, I went through like probably 2 or 3 different styles of thumbnail before I finally settled on what I pretty much use now for good. And yeah, it's like my presents have a base thumbnail, my reviews have a base thumbnail overall, and it's pretty simple. Show the figure.
Yeah, look at my SITREP, for example. The same thing, the Army radio with the image of the reviewer's logo. And you just stick to that thing. And
it's brand recognition after a while. I mean,
exactly.
It's a thing
that thumbnail pop up. Ooh, Patriot Prime's got a new review.
They should be able at some point down the road, whatever, at least my goal is to say, if they see a thumbnail, they don't even have to read it, and they know, oh, that's a Kato review, that's a Patriot Prime review, Rodimus Primal does it. Most of us do it, and it's just one of those things that becomes a.
Don't do the toenails. Nobody likes those. Those are always nasty. What else was I going to say? It's hard to tell. If you're on social media and you're thinking up a thumbnail idea, throw them on there. It's like, hey, I'm getting ready to start a YouTube channel. Here's a couple thumbnail ideas. Which one do you like the best? Let them judge. Let your audience decide. That's who you're shooting for anyway. You got to keep in mind, you may like it, but what do they like? What would appeal to them?
Yeah, you know, when I first started my channel, most of my subscribers came from Reddit of all places. I'm not even on Reddit anymore, but like it was, you want a harsh critique of what you're doing, post anything on Reddit. If they like it, they like it. If they don't, you're gonna know it real quick. And
I don't even think I've used Reddit like you in years. Pretty
yeah,
much, I'm Facebook mainly, Instagram every now and then. And Twitter can go to hell.
yeah, I don't do Twitter. I'm Instagram mostly, and then Facebook secondary to that. And I don't use either one well, so it's it's fine. Twitter, I don't give a damn about Twitter.
Elites, I do everything except the editing on my phone. I do my thumbnail designs, I do my recording, I do my audio. Don't give me that excuse, damn it.
Yeah, this other
your
than
whole
my
studio.
live streams, this is it. This is my camera. This is where I edit. I do everything on here.
My phone is my webcam. I got a program so I can get a better picture right here. So yeah, I use my phone for everything.
I don't edit on the computer because normally if I'm on the computer, I'm working and I don't want to be there. So yeah, I everything I do is on the phone.
There it is. I remember.
Yeah, I never had a MySpace either.
Of course, I remember Atari 2600s being the cool thing.
Because Bacon says the bummer about social media is it takes more time than it's worth. Yeah,
Sometimes.
99% of my interaction on social media is or Facebook and Instagram is the private messenger, like us talking, and then like Inutabi, Sardo, and Larkin, us talking. And then I'll post. I'm terrible at social media, so it's fine.
Now, what do you mean? How do you connect the intro to the phone?
How do I connect the intro on the phone? I don't know what you mean.
Reiterate, please, sir. And we'll
Yeah,
try to help you out.
Oh, maybe you have an intro and you need to get it from your computer to your phone. The web
USB cord.
Oh, maybe he's talking because you mentioned having the webcam.
Oh,
Yeah. So
for me, I have an Android, so there's a program called Droid Cam. You have to download Droid Cam to your PC and Droid Cam to your phone. So you turn on your phone, turn on your PC, and it finds itself.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy nowadays what you can do. It's easier than ever to start a YouTube channel now. That's it.
But that's the problem too. Everybody and their brother's doing it, so you've got to try to be different. You've got to stand out. That's for me right off the bat. When I was coming up with my YouTube gimmick, my thing was going to be a military theme. Use it with the veteran, the Patriot Prime because of the tattoo, and that's the way I went. Because I've told many times I hate wearing hats. I got out of wearing hats when I was in the military because I had to wear the damn things all the time. But that just became my gimmick in the video. At TFcon, and Firetox can probably verify, I didn't wear my hat. I couldn't tell you how many people would look at me weird. Not sure if it was me or not because I wasn't wearing the hat.
That's funny. He said yes, Kato. So maybe he is talking about getting it from the computer to your phone. Easiest way is through the USB, but you can do things like Dropbox. You can Dropbox it to yourself from your
email.
computer.
Email. But yeah, I do everything USB. I'll film everything on the phone. It's like my intro. Everything I do, I film it on the phone. Then I transfer the files. I have a special I call it my new YouTube file. So when I'm doing videos, and then I put it into my program. Now, a lot of the stuff I've already pre-made, like my Beast Wars intro, Patriot Prime reviews as a channel, that's saved. So I just got to move it over. The Toyhax stuff, move it over, and then just add my new vids and put them all together. I actually love editing. That's one of my favorite parts of the video. Because a 10-minute video can be 30 minutes long with me screwing up, dropping stuff, figures falling over. But those nice, smooth edits that make it look so good.
Yeah, like I think that's another thing that people don't realize is if you're working on a review or a video, I mean, you've got a lot of times you have hours into it. An hour and a half, especially these third-party bots, like trying to get the transformation on screen, all that good stuff. Like you could be you could film for 2 hours and turn out to be a 15-minute video.
Mm-hmm. Well, like my Toyhax videos, each Toyhax video I do is about 10 minutes. And how I do it is, do I have a figure handy? Usually I always do. I got Rat Trap here. We'll use it for example. Is how I do a Toyhax review. This is it's my trick I've discovered. The first thing I film is Rat Trap with the bot with the decals. Hey, it's Patriot Prime Reviews, and today we're doing a Toyhax review on Rat Trap. The decals included with this set are the 3 sheets of decals. Then I move the decals out of the way and go straight into robot mode, where I go over his robot mode. Then I throw him on the turntable that I got the idea from you, Mr. Kato. So I do the turntable look of him before. Then I transform him into the alt mode. Then I'll go over the alt mode and then do the alt mode on the turntable. Alt mode is where I start with the Toyhax decals.
Yep.
As
And
soon as
then
I
you film the end of it first.
then I film and then go back and say, I film. It goes forward, then backwards, then edit all together nice and smooth. So
it's funny, like the simple editing tricks you learn. Like you don't have to do everything in order.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, just
That's like
I've moved stuff around. Like if I've forgotten, like, oh shit, I forgot articulation, or whatever. I'll just film articulation and then throw it in later. Or anything like that. Now the pain in the ass is when you forget something and you transform a figure and then you're like, oh shit, I didn't do something in this other mode.
Well, anymore, that's when I'll just throw in the quick text, and you can also do this. I forgot to show. Because if you forget something, the comments, they're so forgiving.
Oh yeah, very, very kind. And I will say this: 99% of the comments I get are really kind and really good.
Yep.
And I think a lot of it is the energy that you put out there, you get back.
And we love comments. We read every one.
Oh yeah.
And
I'll at least try to like it. Most of the time, I will try to at least say
I do that
something.
little heart thing, the heart to let people know that I read it.
For sure.
If you're nasty to me, I'm just deleting it. I ain't gonna see it.
Well, if you're too nasty, we're gonna share it privately and laugh at you.
Yep. And I have got the comments a few times. A lot of people get mad because they think I delete your comments because you put a link to your YouTube channel or whatever.
Man,
that's not me. YouTube catches links and will throw them out. So you throw in your link to your channel on my video, it's going right in the trash. I don't never see
links and language.
Links,
YouTube
language,
has been
hashtags.
Yep. YouTube has been really maybe overly good sometimes. I'll go in and look at the held for review comments. I'm like, there's nothing wrong with that. And it's like from normal, like it was the other day. It was that one held for review by was it? It might have been Raziel Kane Reviews, and I was like, what?
Chris, have you ever watched one of these before? We always derail.
Yeah. We no, here's the thing. We don't derail. We ask questions between conversation.
Yeah, we interact. See, that's the thing. We like to interact, and I think that's why people enjoy coming on here. We're here for you. If you think about it, you're the reason we do this.
Oh yeah. Otherwise, we're talking to ourselves.
All right. Whereas Patriot, never understood why people get bent out of shape in the comment. Me neither, buddy. Me neither.
Happens. It's
trolls. They want to say the stuff to get us riled up, but 9 times out of 10, we screenshot it and share it amongst ourselves to have a good laugh at.
Well, we're at a time now where it's going to sound like an old fart, but I mean, there's one entire generation out there that has never not known that you can't just say whatever you want on the comment section. That's all they've ever done. So it's fine. A lot of it, I'll just remove it. And yeah.
Yes, right there.
Yeah, there's
somebody's not going to come up to us at TFcon and say, you reviewed that figure wrong. Listen here, short stuff.
Yeah, that's not gonna, like, me laughing in someone's face because they complain about me at TFcon is like a far cry from listen, man, I don't care. Like, that's the big thing is I just don't care. Like, hey, you forgot to do this. I don't fucking care. You said this when you should have said this. I don't care. I don't care. Goodbye.
And the people that critique you the most that you do your reviews wrong are the people that don't even have any content on their channel.
Oh yeah, I've constantly responded to people that was just like, "Oh, let me go check your channel for the correct way to do this." Oh wait, you don't have anything. Yeah, that was. It's fine. I mean, there's
Like you
people
said,
always going to do it.
that is a minuscule 1%. 99% great comments, very interactive, and we love them. We enjoy them. I mean, I'm on there as soon as I post a video. Within 10 minutes, I'm like, what's people said about it? Did they like what I did? I mean, I mean, I love reading those. I love.
Yeah,
Oh, Harry Bacon probably hit the nail on the head too.
But that too. Yeah, a lot of envy. Like, you know, it's whatever. Like they don't bother me at all. And again, like personal attacks, I don't care. I'm almost 46 years old. There ain't nothing you're gonna say with your little spindly fingers on the keyboard that I haven't heard in person. So
I've had bullets whiz by my head. I've had
that's
worse.
what I'm saying. If you once you start getting shot at, this little bullshit you have on the keyboard don't really matter anymore. So
hey, Kato, let me ask you your last question.
yeah, number 10.
Number 10. Well, this is a simple one. It's time to promote yourself. Please tell our viewers about your channel, and do you have any special shout outs? And one thing I want to go over real quick that I want you to shout out is you mentioned this a lot. Maybe some people don't know it from my channel. Where'd the Rejecticons come from? Because you're getting ready to lose your Rejecticon status in less than a month.
Start hiring. Yeah, we're about to start hiring. Well, the Rejecticons thing, I've talked about it before, but
thanks, RKR.
It was the last it was Reston. It was the Reston TFcon.
Yeah, because that's when we just got to know each other.
Yeah, that's right. Because the next one got canceled, right? It was the Reston, Virginia TFcon. Everybody that we started to know, you, Deluxe, all these folks were going to TFcon, and it really it's funny because like myself, Inutabi, Sardo Noomspot 82, and Larkin's Lair, us four. And if you look at like my early presents episodes, it was like the first 4 presents. We got kind of close just because we were somewhat on the same level as far as starting out and getting into this a good bit. And we just made a joke chatting back and forth. It may have been Inutabi that actually coined the phrase Rejecticons. I can't remember who it was. I'll give him credit. And then I went and made some little logo just for the fun of it. That was a Decepticon logo with a frown. And we were like, oh, that's hilarious. And then it's like, it's one of those stupid high school things that you do is like, you want to be in a club? And the whole thing was kind of a joke. And it just became a thing. We ran with it and had fun with it. And now every morning, I can count on every morning when I wake up at whatever 3-4 o'clock in the morning, myself or one of the other guys are going to have a good morning message on Instagram. It's really adorable, honestly. Inutabi says he's the idea man. I'm the graphics guy. Yeah. So that was where the Rejecticons came from. As far as my channel, I'll do the shout outs first. I mean, the shout outs are innumerous, right? It's all you got: Rodimus Primal, Patriot Prime, Bert, Fire Talks for all the cool. I've got some cool stuff from Fire Talks that I haven't had time to look at yet. Inutabi, Sardo, Deluxe. I mean, without Deluxe, probably neither one of us will be having these conversational type things.
Yeah, Deluxe was the inspiration for these live streams or interview things.
And I tell him all the time, he's not in here. I don't know what he's doing. Put some pants on and come in here. I tell him all the time, and it's not a joke. When I first started doing this channel, I was watching one of his videos, and I just randomly made a comment, basically asking for advice, like something about, I don't even know, it might have been a camera or lighting or something like that. And he answered. We were just messaging back and forth for a bit. And for about a year, I thought he hated me. I'm still pretty sure I was right. I don't know. I think I wore him down. But yeah, Deluxe was a huge deal in me starting a channel, and he doesn't want to admit it, but it's true. But then the subscribers, like we've met so many cool people, just that from the chat like this, and I mean everyone. But the shout outs, yeah, that's a lot of cool people. And I have a link to Inutabi. Hey, Cobra Clan's here. No, I wasn't at Reston in 2019. That was it. I didn't go. That's why we were rejected. Yeah, I was not there. That was the whole point of us being rejecticons, is we weren't the cool kids, and that by me going this time, I may be fired from the rejecticons, and we may have a now hiring sign up, but the pay is terrible.
We are a con bro now.
Yeah, that's right. We're con bros now. The pay is horrible as a rejecticon, and the recognition is negligible. So there's no benefit.
You have to beat
really
off the women with a sippy straw.
Yeah. Otherwise, but as a con bro, the women get to beat us. Wait a minute. Off. No, that's not true. I hope. Are you watching? I don't know if you heard
Mine's
that.
asleep. I'm good. Holy shit, it's 11:30.
Yeah.
These are so much fun.
Yeah. Hey, Cobra Clan. I was just talking about you earlier, man. How I'm not going to get to see you at TFcon. That makes me sad on the inside. But I still love you.
That lobby bar at TFcon is going to be full. Have you looked at the hotel's website? It's nice. It's not.
I have not at all.
I've been bored at work. I've been checking out the hotel, trying to see what's around.
I'm really just disappointed that most of the restaurants might still be closed down. We're going to have to find something to eat.
Yeah, I already called. Make sure I get a microwave and a fridge in my room. If all else fails, Hot Pockets. I have a cooler for all the beer.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. Yeah. Am I the only one bringing my better half? Is everyone else going as a single dude? Ouch. She loves this stuff.
No, I mean, I'm not going to have her follow my. You're going to spend how much on that?
Oh, no, I don't have that problem. I actually have to. I think she plays it well. I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about getting this. She's like, you should do it. And then it makes me double think, like, maybe I don't need it.
You know what's bad is now, because I've been talking about it so much, Dylan wants to go. And I was like, maybe next time. I said, because, I mean, I want to, there's part of me that wants to bring him, but I know hanging with you guys, he's going to be in his room.
Yeah.
So I told him,
he's not going to have as much fun as he thinks he is this time.
I know he's not as into this stuff now. I mean, he was into it. And of course, now he's all Minecraft and Pokemon. But what I'd like to do, I know little conventions pop up here and there, take him to one of those. Now, when he was 2, I took him to his first convention. He won second prize in a costume contest.
Was that what?
He was Spider-Man. It was a one in Virginia.
Oh, yeah. You guys do great Halloween stuff.
Thanks.
Yeah. This
year, we're still toying with the idea. Lisa comes up with the ideas. I always want to do something scary and gory. I want to do Jason again. Wanted to dress up Dylan as Sam from Trick or Treat.
Oh, yeah.
Lisa's like, no. I'm like, come on. He's perfect size.
You let him get too big. You should have done an alien, or you should have done an alien character and had him pop out of your stomach as an alien.
That is still my favorite Halloween.
Yeah. The Alice Cooper one was awesome. That was awesome.
I'll have to show you the Back to the Future one I did when he was 2. He dressed as Marty and I dressed as Doc.
That's so great. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we want to do something for Halloween this year if we can. We might be able to swing it. Are we done with the questions?
We're done with the questions. I do
already. Only an hour and a half.
Gosh, it went by so quite fast. Digital Caveman said we missed question number 3, and that was what was your worst figure of 2021 so far? So I did miss one.
No, he was just messing with you.
Okay, here we go. There's a big con in Roanoke. See, Roanoke's not too far from me, so there we go. I'll take him to something like that.
Yeah, we haven't really missed a lot of cons around here. There was one this past weekend I just couldn't go to, but
I know Joe, Rodimus Primal, he just went to RetroCon, and that seemed to be a blast.
I was going to try to go to last year, but that didn't, because I was retro nostalgic nerd, good friend. He keeps asking me to come up there, and it's a long drive, man. That's a long drive.
That's the worst part. See, your better half's going with you, so at least you'll have company. I'm going to be driving 5 hours by myself.
And we have great fun on road trips. Like, we act like complete idiots together on road trips, so it's fine. We sing and yell and dance and make fun of people. She's terrible. She makes fun of everybody.
RKR is kind of saying what we're all feeling right now. I'm old. I got to get my beauty sleep. Have a great night, everyone. See you Sunday or the live stream.
Yeah, I'm not far behind you, Raziel.
The questions
I
are
gotta
done.
drive
This
tomorrow.
has been an absolute blast. As usual, I knew it would be. I love doing these things. I think it's one of my longest sit reps yet. Oh, and you were talking about shout outs and people that inspire. And I have to definitely shout out the individual that really kickstarted my channel, and that's Bert.
Oh yeah,
Bert.
great.
I still can't remember exactly how we met, but something he saw one of my reviews and loved it. And then Bert is a former vet. He used to jump out of airplanes. I shot artillery, and we just bonded. And he got on one of his streams one day and said, "Hey, I just met this guy. He does awesome reviews. Check him out." And my subscribers shot up like 200. And he's the one that says, "You ought to do this, this, and this." And I took his advice and went with it. And we just have become, I'd say, best YouTube friends. And I cannot wait to meet him again at TFcon.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too, because I've gotten to know him a lot more, probably actually in this past year. You know, you talk to people in the comment section plenty of times, and they respond back, and it's a fun chatter. But like in the past year, I've gotten to know him a little better, and we joke around. I think it may have actually been either on one of your live streams or Rodimus Primals. I can't remember where the first time I interacted with him in person.
I did one of those big group things, and I invited you and Bert, and kind of
there you go. Yeah, great guy.
he blames me for beating all you guys. Elites, he wants a Bert before bed because we're talking about him. Elites, you pick the Bert. What do you want?
He says, Tommy says Bert is his favorite Facebooker. Agreed. He puts up some of the funniest
Oh,
stuff.
he's a hoot. And it's so funny because I try to post stuff. I try to beat it. I'll find a meme, pop on. It's like, I got to beat Bert to this. And there's like, he'll steal my shit immediately, and I'll steal his shit. And
Yeah.
Thank you, Cyber Knight. I appreciate it.
See, elites. Pick your poison, elites. Which
Which
dirty
Bert you
do
want? We're going to close
see?
this out. We're going to go to bed.
Oh, he said, "Sorry about this, Nick." You're not sorry.
He's eyeing Bert's like a buffet. Which Bert? My precious.
All you can, Bert. You're not sorry. You're not sorry to Nick. Grimlock gone. Hey, buddy. Nice to see you. He's not making a choice.
He's not making a choice. I'm going to choose for him.
Choose for him.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts.
Look at it.
It was the right choice.
Ooh, I know you, elites. All right, guys,
That's
this has been an absolute blast. I love it. Kato, thank you so much for hopping in. We'll see you in the chat in the morning on good old Facebook.
Probably
Guys,
in 5 minutes.
Thank you so much. Don't forget, if you're not subscribed to Kato, his information is in the description of this video. Hit him up. Get him to that. What are you trying to do? 4,000 by TFcon?
4,000 by TFcon, and I am, at this very moment, 80 away.
Come on. 80.
80 away from 4,000.
Unsubscribe if you are subscribing. Subscribe right back, which won't do a thing, but may make you feel better.
Yeah, don't
In
do
the chat, not you. Won't make do anything for you, Kato.
Yeah. Yep. 80
All right,
away
guys.
from 4,000.
And if you're on here and you're not subscribed to me, what the hell? Don't forget to like.
What are you doing?
You messed up my outro. It's all right. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. This is Patriot Prime signing out. Hooah!